Beginnings is a statewide North Carolina not-for-profit, and we serve the parents of children who are identified with hearing loss. My mission in life is to make sure that any family that has a child born with a hearing loss knows that they don't have to do it alone, that we're here to support them, to educate them, to inform them so that their child can reach their full potential.
Riley was actually diagnosed with hearing loss during her newborn hearing screening. So 2 days after we were discharged from the hospital, we went for her first ABR. At that point, it was inconclusive. So 5 ABRs later, still did not have conclusive results. So we did a sedated ABR, and that's when it came back that she had profound hearing loss. We had some difficulties with school, just a lack of communication, not a true understanding of hearing loss and what that means for a child and what additional services they may need. Djenne stepped right in. We had numerous meetings. She attended every IEP meeting with me, and she was just my rock and my voice when I wasn't sure how to properly communicate what her needs were.
Victoria and Riley are a perfect example of what we do at Beginnings. I met them when Riley was only 3 months old. They just had received the diagnosis that Riley was deaf, and Victoria was trying to understand not only Riley's hearing loss, but what to do next. What do I do with a child who's deaf and hard of hearing? How do I even explain this to my family? How do I explain this to her teachers? It started out where I did a lot of the talking at first, and now when I go to an IEP meeting with her, I just sit and watch Victoria work, because she knows her child best. She knows what her child needs. It's been so wonderful just to see how they've grown, and she's grown as a mom. Riley is doing phenomenal. She's a spunky kid. We always knew that she'd be spunky, and just to see the opportunities that Riley has had. She's a smart whip of a child who I'm very, very proud of, and can't wait to see her grow further.
With Beginnings, I feel like I have truly put a voice to hearing loss, in that the needs that she have are being heard and are being administrated. I think Beginnings is really who made that difference and made things happen, that made the services that she so desperately needed, it made those be implemented. And so without them, I don't know where we, honestly, the relationship that we have built, I think has been what's been so important to me.
Every child that is diagnosed with a hearing loss and reaches their full potential becomes a contributing member to society. So we're not only changing the world one family at a time, we're changing the world one school at a time, and we're changing the world throughout the whole state. The future of the Beginnings would be to continue to grow. I would love to see us having more staff to be able to reach more families, to set up offices in those highly rural areas that have very limited services, and make sure that every family has access to the information and support that they need.
$5,000 will help us reach more families of children who are deaf and hard of hearing. $5,000 will put gas in the car so that we can get to the families. We serve families in all 100 counties of North Carolina, and so it would allow us to reach those families that might not understand what to do with their child.
I would love to thank Coastal for considering us and awarding us the $5,000 for their 50 Forward. It's just such an honor to know that another not-for-profit in the area recognizes what we do and are using their proceeds to benefit the people of North Carolina, and I highly thank you for that.
Thank you, Coastal Credit Union, for giving this money to such a deserving nonprofit. You have no idea the difference that it will make to not only parents, but kids with hearing loss, and just the support that it'll bring to them, so thank you.